Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Let's get active.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud, you ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the frenzy. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah.
We don't stop to sleep.
Classic.
Yeah. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I got another great live show for
I'm
y'all.
only gonna do this once.
We got a full slate, and we don't have a lot of time, so I'm not gonna play games. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and tell a friend to tell a friend, all right? We got a reaction video, we got a TikTok reaction, we got a question of the day, and we got a code language conversation. I see chat 333 is in here early. Let's go. We're going to start off with our reaction video right now. We're going to actually go over to Anton Daniels. It's been a minute since we did some reaction on Anton Daniels and the After Hours crew, so I figured we'd go ahead and tap back in with them, right? Because it's been a while. I haven't reacted to them. It feels like it's such a long time, right? So we're gonna bring them back home, you know what I'm saying, and tap in with the gang. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Shout out to the whole crew. You know what I mean? And we just gonna see what they got to say. They're gonna be talking about good men get left all the time. As you see, the title of this live stream is How Fuck Boys Are Made. All right, so I'm sure by the title of this we will get to explain a lot of that. All right, so let's go.
He has his child.
It sounds like they have a little bit more of a relationship than he is.
I'm not going off that. I'm only going based off of the surface level conversation that we having, and that he said that I was late because I changed my baby mama's tire, right? And again, I don't think it's anything wrong with it, but again, it's based off of the dynamics of the relationship. And if I don't have access to you, then I don't ask me to treat you like I'm your man or I'm your father if I don't have complete control and dominion over the situation, is what I'm saying. You don't get my protection and my provision without submission.
Do you think that he has that dominion over her?
Well, I'm just going based off of the surface of. I can't make that judgment. I got to go based off of the surface level conversation.
So should he
do you have dominion over her?
I think he should have dominion and control.
I'm the head nigga in charge every time.
Hey, the fact that he using the word dominion is probably a trigger for so many women, fam. You know what I'm saying? I need dominion over the whole situation. I need dominion over you and the situation.
Classic.
That's kind of tough for real. That's kind of tough for real. I know that's triggering. Let's continue.
Time she need to make a decision, she called me. If she needs some shit fixed and broken tire change, she called me.
See what he just said? Everything is based off of what she need to get done from this nigga. Fixed, broken. Everything he says is based off of serving her.
But if she needs it done and he doesn't do it, he puts her in a position to call some other man to come around and be around his daughter. I don't think he wants that.
Nope. And see, that's the manipulation that comes along with women. They use that as a tactic, that's why you dissent. They use it as a tactic and they weaponize your kid against you by saying, well, if you don't do it, it's another man that's gonna be around your kid. No, fuck that.
That's what would happen.
So what does having dominion over her?
Women use children like pawns. They use them as weapons to continue to manipulate the guy that.
All right, y'all. I'm doing a full authentic reaction. So when I know that this video is titled "Good Men Get Left All the Time," okay, so I'm sure they're gonna get into that topic. You know, I'm not sure how they spliced. This is from a full live stream, so I'm not sure how they spliced it up. As y'all can see, this is an authentic reaction because I don't know where they actually gonna dive into the topic at hand. But we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna get to it. Let's go. What up? What up? Who in the chat? Ted said he's making points right now. Yeah, for sure. He's using a lot of trigger words too, though. I'm sure it's like maybe not for the women on the panel because they used to Anton, but I'm sure like for somebody who's watching this, like what he talking about, he need dominion. I could hear it. I could hear it right now.
They had the kid with, and that's messed up. That's evil.
So if she doesn't know how to change her tire, what is she supposed to do? But call somebody to help?
No, you can do what you want to do.
Dad or uncle.
You can what you should do is realize that I'm the best person for you and get up under my covering completely. You can't part-time use me when it's convenient for you and then weaponize the kid in order to be able to get your way. It's a manipulation tactic. If you can't handle the lifestyle, then either you can get back under my covering or you can give me my kid. But don't use my kid against me. You can't use my kid against me by trying to say, well, you don't want another man around your kid. Well, it sounds like you're not sufficient as an adult to be able to carry yourself without the need of another person. And so you need to give me my kid.
Hey, I'm heavy on to give him his kid, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm heavy on to give him his kid. I do think there should be more single fathers than single mothers if we're gonna have this many single parent households. That is my belief system. The why we can get into if you like, but it's a lot of stats that back the fact that that's probably a good idea.
If you don't know how to be an adult by yourself, then give me my kid. And if I got to worry about you getting stranded and then you manipulating me in order to do stuff for you, then that means that you're not fit to be by yourself. You need to.
This is dumb. Like men do stuff for women no matter because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. And God would want us to protect our women and children, regardless of what anyone says. When women are in distress, more times than not, men, you help them.
Nope.
I'm thinking though that he must. I'm still thinking that they have more of a relationship than Quentin is probably letting on because
you can't use that, Carrie. You can't.
They about to disagree. Miss Perfect in the chat said, I actually agree with what Anton is saying right now. Why you got to put the actually on there? Do you usually disagree with him? Lisa said, women who use the kid against the man are not even that, are not over that man.
Classic.
Shout out to Lisa in the chat. I see everybody filing in. Let's go.
That's not what he's sharing. He's not sharing that part. We can only go based off of what he says.
Well, no, because I'm thinking because at first I was like, well, you know, like that's the mother of his kids, his child. The child is with her. She needs her tire fixed. But then I'm like, but if I had a baby daddy, but we're not together for real, not together. Hopefully by now I would have another man. So I would be thinking I would be calling a different man than calling the father of my child to come help me.
Call the nigga you fucking.
So if she's not calling anybody, then I'm thinking that she really like Quentin is feeling more than just the baby daddy spot for her.
Call the nigga you fucking. That's all I'm saying.
Does she think of you like her man, Quentin?
No.
Fuck that shit.
Does she have a man? If you care to share.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy, Carrie.
Hey, this is wild. So Quentin went to go change a female constituent's tire just off the strength of the fact that he's a guy in her phone that she called. Like, I mean, some people will call that being a good friend. Anton looking at it like you being a sucker. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm conflicted on it because it's one of them things where it's like, I understand the seasons of life. At certain ages, certain shit gonna make sense to you that's not gonna make sense to you at other ages. And everybody's journey is different, but there's like windows of time, right? And you know, I don't know that like Anton, a full grown ass man that's married to somebody and he has a damn near a grown daughter. So it's like, you know, you know what I'm saying? He not trying to play husband to no female friend. He got a whole ass family. You see what I'm saying? Quentin, as far as we know, is an unmarried man. You know what I'm saying? Single, you know, a father and all that shit. And he talk about his escapades all the time on the live stream. So we would presume that, you know, he doing whatever he want to do. So maybe he still do feel, you know, fulfillment from being a guy in a woman's phone that could be called upon in a situation of, you know, duress or whatever the case. Maybe he got some fulfillment from doing man duties for a woman because he don't have, you know, a family to protect on a regular basis or whatever. Or, you know what I mean? Like a married dude for 20 years and a single nigga, they gonna have different perspectives on this. Cause I know, like me personally, I don't even got to be married. I kind of still agree with Anton. Like, you can't just call me because we cool to like stop everything I'm doing, drop what I'm doing, and treat your emergency like my emergency and come change your tire. Like, man, shorty, listen, this the best I could do. I'm finna send you the number to AAA.
Classic.
The fuck? Like, it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get flat sometimes. I've gotten a flat, you know what I mean? Like, it happens. But your emergency ain't my emergency.
That's crazy.
We're great friends and parents.
See what I'm saying? That's how niggas get bitter and start asking for pussy later on.
So what happens if she does?
Kim know about that.
What happens if she gets a, like, how could she get a man then? If she
ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know. I don't know how she gonna get a man.
But Anton, isn't that kind of the setup that you said you would want? Like, she's just over there by herself, not with anybody else, available when you want her. And
did you hear that last part you just said?
Yeah.
Available when I want her.
Right.
That means I still have control.
But that's what it sounds like his setup is now.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
No.
So it sounded like that lady the other day that was selling box to her baby daddy.
That's not what it sounded like to me. This
Quentin, do you call her or she called you? Like, even. And if you needed something from her, like you needed her to do something for you or whatever, would she do it?
I generally don't need stuff from women besides box. Like, what the fuck would I call her for? Her nigga come fix my tire, nigga.
Did you hear this shit? He just completely dodged it by saying, "Well, I just don't really need things from women."
I don't think like they both have the perfect setup. Like they come together.
Like sometimes, like if Ava, like, yeah, I don't. It's great. We have fun. It works. Kids think we have the sweetest baby in the world. She's a fucking hall monitor and everything. Shit.
Can you go over the crib and just walk in unannounced?
Oh, you talking about his baby mama? He went to go change his baby mama tire. I mean, if she got y'all shorty with you, with her. I don't know. See, that's that weird shit. Cause like he's single, his baby mama catch a flat. He go to help her change the tire. Like a lot of people feel like, you know, you should always make sure your baby mama's straight because that's the mother of your child at the end of the day. But then there's some people that's like, shit, she need to find her own nigga to do that. I don't think either one is wrong. It's just, you know, as adults, we allowed to see it different ways. I don't think either one is wrong though.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Her mom will be sitting in the recliner, hey Q, and the dog will come up, then kiss me and shit. Yep.
Like without saying nothing, you just show up and walk in.
Yeah, front door's 100%. Daddy's here. Yeah.
You have a key?
You got a key?
No, the door's always open. No. Why would I need a key? Why would I need a key? She lives with her mom. That's kind of weird.
Next day, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's always open. Trust me, it's always open.
No. Give me a goddamn key.
I don't want a key. What the fuck I need a key for?
What is wrong with
you? You're controlling.
I am. I'm very
this shit fucking weird, nigga.
I'm very
I can call and say, open the door. Fuck, I need a key for. You trying to pop up on a nigga and shit. I got your bitch.
I just pull up. I don't pop up. I do what I no, yeah. Listen, if that's what you label as controlling, I am. I'm very possessive. I'm very controlling. I'm very much just like that. That's exactly what I am. 100%.
But it usually won't bother women because more than likely, when a woman has the replacement, that's when she'll say, no, I'm not doing that. And then the man will say, well, I'm not doing this no more. And she won't mind because she already got the other replacement. That's usually when that happens. Outside of that, she's going to comply.
I don't know. How ain't y'all possessive? That's your chick, nigga.
there's no confusion on what me and her are, and it works.
I don't understand these agreements that y'all be fucking having and shit. That's so
adult.
No, that's not being no niggas be feeling
that's so raving.
Comfortable reaching out to y'all chicks and shit. Y'all be allowing for them to go out on your dime and y'all be babysitting while they go on dates and shit. Y'all niggas is
Your child?
Y'all niggas is weird to me, bro. I don't understand nothing what y'all talking about.
I agree with Anton. I think it's a lot of dudes that's giving their women too much liberation inside of the confines of y'all official relationships and shit. All you people out there in official relationships and shit, it's a lot of y'all giving y'all that just give way too much freedom to y'all women. And listen, it's cool. It's cool because it's a results-based game we play. This life shit is results-based. So like we can all feel like we got the right idea or our own best advice because we have our own best interests. We can all feel like that. But shit, life gonna show you whether or not you made the most efficient decision or the best decision. Life gonna let you know. Just keep living. You know what I'm saying? That's really how that's gonna end up going. So I mean, I don't I kind of I'm in agreement with Anton on this one too. Like I don't know to the degree that he's talking about though. You know what I'm saying? The level of possessiveness and all that shit. Cause I'm not one to even be like I'm locked in on the mission. Like I don't have all this controls to do what with. You know what I'm saying? Like my focus ain't even that. So but still I do think that men need to establish and exercise a little bit more dominion than what they're doing in society. It's a lot of dudes out here with women that move single. And when I say move single, that just means whether they cheating or not, they still dress like they advertising, right? They dress single. You know what I'm saying? They post single, right? They entertain and converse with people single, right? They just moving hella single, and it's because their man is lax. You gotta, hey, listen, lay that belt, fam. Lay that belt.
Oh man, like y'all niggas need to be throwback 40s, 30s, 20s men, where niggas is just completely possessive. Nigga, what the fuck? What you doing? Like, what is up with this working together shit? No, ain't no working together. It's only one way. It's my way. That's it. It's my way. I'm not negotiating. I'm not going back and forth. Y'all be, fuck, man, this shit is weird, bro. I get you, Slimmy. I see why you don't have no kids, bro.
Can't do it.
That's weird.
Niggas be having.
Hold on, I missed some chats. Ted said, give that man his kid. Miss Perfect in the chat said, if he jump, he's still hitting it. Or can. But if she has the kids, that's understandable as long as she doesn't have another dude. I mean, shit, even if she do got another dude, if you can get there before him, it's whoever the first to show up in that situation if she got the kids, because at that point you're going to go make sure your kids straight. That, in my opinion, on that one. The tears down. They say they want the freedom, but also freedom from consequences. Eat the cake wasn't a suggestion. Eat the cake was not a suggestion.
Classic.
It was not a suggestion. It was not a request. Access and shit. Y'all ain't got no key. Picking up, going in the rain, changing tires and shit. The fuck?
Putting your jacket down over the bus.
Weird, bro. This is so weird, man. It's like, that's why women, honest to God, I feel like women, in my opinion, women want to be controlled. They want to have somebody that has dominion over them, and they want to have a person that cares about them so much that don't allow them to just do whatever the fuck they want to do when they want to do it. They need that shit. They need structure. That's why they be out there getting fucking flat tires. That's why they be out there getting flat tires. Seriously.
So she went out there and punctured her tire because
that was gaslighting. Anybody could catch a flat, nigga.
She wants structure.
Because if you was with me, you wouldn't even be in that position in the first place.
Anton Daniels has never caught a flat tire, y'all. He can't get flats. He got run flats on all his whips. Awesome. Congratulations. Everybody else could catch a flat, nigga. It's genderless, it's ageless, it don't matter. It be shit in the road.
So he gonna say she wouldn't even be out there driving.
You wouldn't even be in that position in the first place. You wouldn't be out there looking stupid. Embarrassing me. The fuck, man. That's why you got to get your own gas. That's why you got to pump your own fucking gas.
Yeah, that's some dumb shit too. Where was they ever doing that at? I ain't never known that to be a thing. Like women that drive cars go to gas stations. I never known that to be a thing. Now, if you in the car with a woman and y'all pull up to the gas station, you should go pump the gas for sure. But this whole like yo ass drive past 10 gas stations, come home and give me the keys to leave back out and go pump your gas, you got me fucked up. I'm about efficiency. You know what I'm saying? And my time matters. You know what I'm saying? Me taking no, I ain't trying to hear nothing. That's not chivalry. That's just stupid. As long as it's not nighttime. If it's nighttime, yeah. Yeah. If I'm dealing with a woman and it's nighttime, I prefer for her not to stop in no fucking gas station. Get gas during the day. You know what I'm saying? Gas it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. But broad daylight, man, if you don't go get that gas, driving past all them, how many gas stations you pass to come bring me them keys to go get you some gas? I ain't never known that to be a thing. That shit's stupid.
Who do that?
Yeah, I do agree. That's stupid.
That's why you got to pump your own gas.
I pump my gas.
I hate that.
Gary,
I
don't
don't like
embarrass me.
touching the hose.
Don't embarrass me, Gary.
If you're by yourself, who
Don't
how you gonna
embarrass
get the
me,
gas
Gary.
in the car?
You
I
know,
don't like
Indian
anything about car
Goes
maintenance.
to gas it
The
up.
Indian not in this state.
Man, women be saying stupid shit. I don't like touching the gas pump. The gas pump is dirty. Door handles are dirty. You walked in the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Like if you the type of person that put like a sanitized wipe in your hand to open doors and shit when you in public, use the same wipe to use the gas pump. I'm not trying to hear that shit. You got to wipe your own ass, don't you? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Stop. Don't be saying. Now listen. I'm listening now. Don't be saying no stupid shit.
Classic.
Cause listen. Wipe somebody else's ass or touch a gas pump. I take the gas pump every time.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Right? So I'm not really trying to, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not, no. Fuck out of here.
You don't have any full service?
No, you can sit and wait if you want to.
I make sure that when on the weekend, on Sundays, I make sure that all of the cars are straight, everything is taken care of, maintenance.
Man, you got time for that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. Anton, that's cool because Anton is no longer a middle-class American, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if the mission is to talk to regular people, you're not talking about regular people shit. The reason why females get hollered at the gas station is because most females pump their own fucking gas. Y'all get on the internet and start talking about fairy tales and shit. Women pump their own gas. I would be willing to bet that over 80% of women pump their own damn gas, fam. I'll be willing to bet over 80% pump their own gas. Hold on, y'all. I got an issue on my Twitch stream. All right, there we go. But yeah, Cortez said, maybe Alabama, LOL. That's dumb. That's a waste of time and effort. Facts. Big Scope 333. What up? I see the chat filing in. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome.
It's on the Saturdays. Everything is filled.
That's dumb.
Everything is filled up. All of the cars is filled up.
And run flats don't work when you have a blowout.
Every car is
blowout's a blowout. Fucking run flats work. A little bit of your tires. That's it.
Both side assistance.
Roaring tires, no. Blowouts, no.
BMWs and Mercedes have both
all of the cars.
Button.
All of the cars.
And then you gotta wait on somebody.
Everything is taken care of.
No, it usually takes like.
Nigga. I had roadside assistance before, nigga. The motherfuckers made me wait an hour and a half, nigga. Hour and a fucking half, nigga.
Nope, 20
I was
minutes.
right down the street. 15 minutes.
20 minutes.
Out of there, nigga. Like I said, baby strand on the road waiting on some fucking roadside assistance. Right down the damn street.
Again, we're not talking about regular people. She's talking about BMW and Mercedes have roadside assistance. They normally arrive within about 20 minutes. That's amazing for the percentage of people, which is not the vast majority of people, who drive BMWs and Mercedes-Benz with the roadside assistance package, right? That's amazing for that small percentage of people. What about the rest of the human beings who catch fucking flat tires? What about the rest of the human being? You see what I'm saying? Like women say shit like I hate pumping gas, but then the same women that say if I don't have an ideal man, I'm cool with just being alone versus being in polygyny, right? Like motherfuckers pick and choose sides based on convenience, hype, contradict themselves, cross their feet up, twist, tangle, and then you end up saying some of everything, which means you don't have a side at all and don't know what you need or want. It's just a blurred line. Blurred lines. I know you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Because what you talking about? Man, go pump the damn gas, man.
We have good service.
There's no point in talking because Quinn just gonna start talking as soon as you start talking. So
because you be saying dumb shit.
No, you say dumb shit.
No, all of them say dumb shit at times. Joe Jet said 333. What up, Joe? What up? The chat filing in. What up, gang? Lisa said every woman desires to be taken care of. That's Anton seems to be referring to, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think so. I think well, hold on. Let me catch myself. I don't think that's the case no more. I think it sounds good. I think once upon a time though. Yeah, I don't think every woman desires to be taken care of anymore. I mean, we can off rip. Let's start with the studs. Okay. Shout out to the stud community. Let's start with the studs.
Classic.
All the sister brothers out there. All the sister brothers out there. They trying to be men as best they can. So they don't desire it. So we can go and pull them out. The women who do like men though and date men, all of them don't desire to be taken care of, right? Because we see a lot of women that go out and become the best version of the man that they want.
Classic.
Yeah. So I don't know. Once upon a time though, pre-feminism, for sure.
You say dumb shit like it's facts, and that's a fact. It's not a fact. You need to have more.
It is a fact, nigga. The fact is that you changed the tire and she should be right there in the bed next to you.
You need to be You need to help.
I ain't gonna lie. If you jumping up changing tires, you should, whether you use it or not. If you in a woman, fellas, if you in a woman's phone as somebody she could call, and you're not a blood relative, and you in her phone as somebody that she could call to just jump up and come change a tire in the rain in the middle of the night, right? Because this is after hours. He was late because he was changing a tire. So he was changing his tire in the middle of the night. If she can call you to jump up in the rain in the middle of the night and come change her tire, whether you use it or not, you should have an access card to that pom pom.
Classic.
Whether you use it or not, you should have a swipe. Swoop. Marcus Jones says some women don't want the men to have a certain leverage over them, so those tend to be more independent. Fact. Shout out to Marcus. What up, Marcus?
Classic.
Big Skull said better keep some hand sanitizer. Fact. Keep some wipes, keep some hand sanitizer on the whip. You be all right. Nothing is free. Guts payments. Talk, Joe. Talk. Big Skull said better keep some hand sanitizer. Yep. Facts. Yep. All right, so we got what we need on this. We're going to move, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels and the After Hours crew. I never really heard them get into the topic of good men get left all the time. They kind of stayed on the gas pump thing. There's some video left on here, about another 7 minutes, but we're going to move on to the next topic. All right, shout out to the Anton Daniels After Hours crew, though, one more time. All right, so let's move into the question of the day. Question of the day, chat. Can people hold you back with pure intentions? That is our question of the day today. Can people hold you back with pure intentions, meaning that they think they have your best interests at heart? They tell you they love you, but they weighing you down. Is that possible? What's a predicament where that could be the case? Somebody give me an example. Somebody give me a hypothetical on this. Can people hold you back with pure intentions? We can start with hard yes or no's. Yes or no. Can people hold you back with pure intentions? I'm going to say yes, fundamentally. I'll say yes while waiting on the chat to chime in on this. I'll start with an example of parents. Parents hold children back with pure intentions. All the time, I would say. By and large, actually. Purest of intentions, though, right? Shout out to all the parents out there that think they're operating inside of practicality, not understanding that they have a diamond in the rough in their house, and they're teaching their child to be to suppress their potential by taking a safe route, right? You may have a child that may be built for the road less traveled and has greatness in their trajectory, but instead you continuously push them to be extraordinary, like really, really good at some normal shit. And your child could have been the next great innovator of some kind, right? I think parents do it. That's just one example, right? We can get off into it, but can people hold you back with pure intentions? I would say yes. Mothers who, you know, raise boys by themselves, which we know is a high percentage of people these days, right? Who refuse to let their young boys play football, right? There's a lot of women out there say, I'm not letting my child play football, or they refuse to let their child box, right? It's dangerous, or you could get hurt. There's a lot of punks because of shit like that. You know, you could be a trash football player, but if you play little league football for 5-6 years, just growing up, let's say you stop playing football at the high school age, like you get to high school and you like, all right, I'm cool on football. I'll play little league though. Like, there's so much you learn about where you fall in male hierarchy. There's so much you learn about, you know, your level of courage, bravery, machismo, your mentality. These are things you know about yourself as a child when you participate in certain sports that involve hitting, you know, physical contact, you know, collisions, right? There's courage that is involved with playing football. You don't have to be brave to hoop. You don't have to be brave to play basketball. You don't have to be brave to play soccer. You have to be brave to play football. I don't know if anybody ever, you know, brought that up. Maybe that's a talking point I've never heard. Maybe we just cracked the code, but, you know, little boys should play some football, full contact, not flag, full contact. The sooner the better. If you let them play younger, the chances of them getting hurt is less because everybody's moving way slower. Everybody's smaller. Everybody moving slower. The hits ain't really doing shit like that. The bigger, the stronger, the faster, the later you allow your child to get into football, the more dangerous it becomes. But yeah, I mean, that's just one example. Y'all give me an example of how people can hold somebody back with pure intentions. Miss Perfect in the chat said yes. Marcus Jones said yes. Parents or significant others sometimes helping hinders a person from flourishing or learning certain lessons. They need to get over certain hurdles. Facts. I agree, Marcus. Let me turn the chat up. Big Sco said if she doesn't want to pump gas, she better get an electric car. Talk, Sco. Sco not going for that shit. The Tez Down said Pop Warner is a great way to develop young men. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Perfect in the chat said facts. I had coaches reaching out to me about my son playing football ever since he was in kindergarten. I said no, but eventually gave in last year in 3rd grade. That's amazing. I'm glad that you gave in.
Classic.
I think it's the beginning of the development of manhood. Joe Jett said, I remember that one mother fussing at Marshawn Lynch for coaching the kids by yelling. He said, ma'am, where's your man? Yeah. I remember that. Marshawn said, that's all he kept asking her. She was screaming on him, and he was like, where's your husband? Where's your man? Where is your man? Where? No. I'm not saying it like that. He had to specify that he wasn't trying to be condescending. He was just like, I want to speak to a man about this. Like, this is something that you don't understand. Marshawn got real wisdom.
I'm only going to do this once.
Yeah, because when I started playing football at 6 going on 7 years old, you know what I'm saying, full contact football, shit, our coach used to cuss us out. Flat out. What the fuck are you doing? Get your little ass over here. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. Ain't one no, yeah. The Tez Down said, I brought it up on my sports podcast. Boys need to learn aggression control. Facts. Miles, and they need to learn whether or not they're a hoe. You know, you need to learn about your fight or flight instincts. I've seen a lot of people deal with their fight or flight instincts in real time playing football. In real time. When it's time, when you get into a scenario and you play one of them finesse ass positions, receiver, corner, specifically the corners, right? Corners and finesse ass safeties, the coverage safeties that don't like to hit and shit. Like them finesse ass players, you see them getting situations where they got to go head up with a big dog ass running back, and they kind of just olay the tackle because they really don't want no smoke. They really don't want that pressure. They kind of just make it look like they tried, and get the fuck out the way at the same time type shit. Yeah, I mean, we know what that is.
Classic.
You know what that is, but at least he know it about himself. So he could be the type of person when he get into situations as a man, because he learned from playing football as a shorty, he get into situations as a man where he know, I need to talk this situation down. I need to de-escalate because I'm not built like that. You should know if you're built like that or not. Miles Batchelor says single parents could unintentionally hold their kids back. Shit, I'll say couples too. It's a perspective thing. They taught that the road to success is like linear, right? You go through the school system all the way up to college, you go get you a job, you know what I'm saying? You do this and that with your money, the end type shit. That's what they taught. And there's a lot more paths than that. Like anytime you type an address in on the GPS, it's going to give you 3 or 4 options. It don't just show you one. It give you options to get to the same destination. Yeah. Over supervision, helicopter parenting. Yeah, it's a lot of that shit. You got, the learn fast or die what? Yeah. Everything we talking about alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Miss Perfect in the chat said, do it wrong, do it long, do it right, do it light. Woo. Yep. The Tears Down said, I'm glad I played corner in high school. It made being a running back so much easier. Yeah. Because you know the mentality of certain people. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I believe that. He said, just looking the bull in the eyes and making decisions at that split second, all learn from football. Yep. Got to. Yeah. So I think that, but yeah, just back on the question of the day in general, somebody else said significant others. I don't know. How do significant others hold you back with pure intentions, though? Trying to think of a scenario for that. But yeah, I mean, to answer the question though, plainly, yes, people can hold you back with pure intentions. Like they have the best intentions for you and, be suggesting shit that's not best for you ultimately, or optimal. Let's use the word optimal. Because sometimes what parents, in the case of parents, sometimes what they suggest is safe. Oftentimes what they suggest is safe. It's feasible, right? But generally it's not optimal. And but they be trying to look out. The Tears Down said plenty men have been held back by being in a relationship. Tez, it's you today, huh, Tez? It's you today, huh?
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
Hey. Yeah, plenty of men have been held back being in a relationship. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm sure you're going to expound. But yeah, let's move off of this. And that's the question of the day. Make sure if y'all catch this on the rewatch that y'all tap in the comments and let me know. Can people be held back? Can people hold you back with pure intentions? Tears Down said, laugh my ass off. I've been at it since the Tears Down this morning. LOL, act softy. No, I watched it while I was prepping for the show. I watched it. It was a good show too. Soft Rain and Mama V was into it. All right, that's it on the question of the day. All right, so we're gonna slide over to TikTok right quick. We're gonna tap in with Shannon Sharp. All right, Shannon Sharp gonna be talking about how you can't sabotage what you don't know about. I think this ties in with some things I've talked about before. We're gonna watch this and then I'll give my reaction to it. Let's get it.
Can't F up what they don't know about. The moment somebody knows about something, they'll try to mess it up. I'm doing my own thing. I don't bother nobody. Nobody can ever tell you Shannon Sharp bothered them. But the moment they know something about you, they'll F it up. So for me, I just stay to myself. Tyler Perry has something. He says, sometimes people come in your life for a season. Everybody's not meant to be in your life for longevity. Right. He says, sometimes people are like rockets, the boosters on the spaceship. They take you up and then they fall off because that's as far as they need to take you. Yeah. And I realize that now. There are people that have been in my life that were only there for a short period of time, and that was all God meant them to be. I also realized that people pushed me to a height, and that was as far as they could push me. And now it's up to me to take it, go the rest of the way.
All right, so look, he said a lot. So I'm gonna go back through it and pause it a little bit and tap in at certain spots, okay?
F up what they don't know about. The moment somebody knows about something, they'll try to mess it up. I'm doing my own thing. I don't bother nobody. Nobody can ever tell you Shannon Sharp bothered them. But the moment they know something about you, they'll F it up.
Yeah. I think a lot of people can understand where he's coming from in regards to this. And I don't know if they can completely F it up, but just energy is important. Frequencies are important. That's why they say, like, don't tell everybody your plans, things like this, things like that. Because you have a lot of people that are just put negative vibes out into the world unbeknownst to you. You know, you may say something about, you know, I might say something about one of my goals out loud on the stream, right? And then somebody watching this that I don't know is watching, because there are a lot of silent watchers on my streams. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people who just tap in and watch the live and don't make no comments at all. Like, it happens every day. You know what I'm saying? So I never know who watch me, but let's say I say something on the stream, right? And then somebody don't believe in what I'm saying, or they just a hater or whatever the case, and the stream is over and they like, man, dude think he gonna blah blah blah, his ass ain't finna do woo. That's negative vibes out working against your, you know, what you working towards and what you manifesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna completely mess it up, but you just don't even need that type of shit when you already on a journey that's tough enough. You know what I mean? So I feel where he coming from there. Now, when he say people can't F up what they don't know about, and I just keep to myself, I relate to him on that, because I'm definitely a person who be like, man, I'm just doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm not looking for no specific level of validation from no one person. You know what I'm saying? Like, my opinion of me is probably the most valuable one to me. You feel me? So like, I'm not like, I just doing what I'm doing. I'm over here. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I ain't trying to bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? I feel them on that. You know what I mean? When you trying to stay out the way and shit like that, and then you finally, like kind of what he described, when you finally do let people in, it's like you see what they do when you let them in. It's like, you know, but yeah.
So for me, I just stay to myself. Tyler Perry had something. He says, sometimes people come in your life for a season. Everybody's not meant to be in your life for longevity.
Right.
He says, sometimes people are like rockets, the boosters on the spaceship. They take you up and then they fall off because that's as far as they can need to take you.
Yeah.
And I realize that now.
Yeah, you got to understand too. It's like climbing a mountain. When you going on the road less traveled, let's just say you climbing a mountain, right? The base of the mountain is very big. It could be 100 of us at the base of the mountain beginning to climb. You know what I mean? At the very peak of that mountain, it's only but so much space for, you know, so many people to even stand up there at the peak of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where, like, when you on the road less traveled and you climbing up, I don't even know how people expect for it to be an abundance of people tight with them when they get all the way to the top that was at the base of the mountain with them. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work like that. Like, I've always known that too. Like, sometimes people just fall off. Like, it's reasons, seasons, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people are realistic enough or comfortable enough with understanding that, you know, all relationships and most relationships are not going to be forever for whatever reasons. They just aren't. And I think the sooner people realize that, especially folks who have a high level of ambition, the better off they'll be. Because I agree, like we just talked about in the question of the day, can people hold you back with pure intentions? It might be, you know, multiple people that you need to get away from, literally, physically, like move. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be, so that you can fully blossom. So that you can fully fly. Like, it's, you know what I mean? You have to measure the people in your life, you know, and there's an element of selflessness to this life that we all should have to maintain harmony. But there's also a level of selfishness that you have to achieve greatness. And that's when the word sacrifice starts to come into play. It's a lot here. Let's go.
People that have been in my life that were only there for a short period of time, and that was all God meant them to be. I also realized that people pushed me to a height, and that was as far as they could push me. And now it's up to me to take it, go the rest of the way. Can't F up what they don't know about.
Yeah. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? We got comments. Marcus Jones says Shannon done learned some hard lessons. Yeah, no, for sure. Miles Bassett said friendships. I miss my childhood friends, but life happens. No, for sure. Yeah, you said friendships. Yeah, I mean, shit, them shits be changing too. The thing about friends, though, you can make new ones, man. Miles Baxter said marriage is included, not always forever. That's a fact. All relationships, you gotta realize love conditional, man. It's some conditional shit, especially for men. Like, men don't really receive unconditional love. I keep telling y'all, you want unconditional love, buy a dog. But aside from that, the love is conditional, man. And a lot of times respect is conditional. Motherfucker respect you up until there's an until. They love you until. If there's an until, those are conditions. There's conditions. It's not I love you regardless. That's unconditional. I love you until, or I love you but if, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, that the shit be conditional. So yeah, all relationships are fickle when the love is conditional. That's just what it is. So I mean, you gotta, yeah, like, it just depends on your mentality too. Because some people stick in relationships and suffer. Some people been stop liking each other. The motherfuckers be on autopilot. And I ain't talking about intimate relationships. I'm talking about friendships included. The motherfuckers don't like each other. They on autopilot. They just used to dealing with each other and shit. To tear us down, you cannot ruin what you don't know. Yeah, that's facts. Facts. I think more people need to go back to that too. I think social media, these platforms and stuff, they got a lot of people oversharing. You know what I mean? If you're gonna step into the content creation space full-fledged, and you understand what it consists of, and you understand what your angle is and what you're trying to do in the space, then by all means, you know, such as myself, such as Tears Down, such as Souls of Thought, such as Conversations with Soft Rain, such as Uncle Plug. Like, if you're gonna step into these spaces, you know what I mean, and do a level of sharing of POV, perspective, ideology, and even personal experiences, right? Mama V, what up? Mama V in the building. I see the whole chat file in there. Chat 333, the best on all streaming platforms. There ain't no debate.
Classic.
It ain't no debate. But yeah, if you yeah, I think more people should keep stuff close to the chest. It's too much oversharing. It's a lot of over elaborating. You know, you got people living out their personal beefs and vendettas online. Shit, I've done it. It was with intentions, though. It was with intentions. I was trying to get to somebody that was hiding from me. I was trying to bring them out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people. I don't know. I think a little more privacy would benefit us all. You know, it used to be a situation where you had to send somebody a letter. You know, we're a long way away from that now. So yeah, a little more privacy would probably benefit us all. And I think especially as men need to go back to being a little bit more private about their emotions and shit like that. I mean, at least if you're still in a space where you haven't managed them, or you're not, you know, you can't deal with them properly or whatever, then you probably should keep them to yourself until you get to that space. Like me personally, I could tell you how I feel because I got the shit under control. But if I ain't got it under control, we ain't got no business talking about my feelings. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all or not, but it makes perfect sense to me.
Classic.
Straight like that. But yeah, can't sabotage what you don't know. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. That's it on that reaction video. Yes, Lord. Yep. So I don't have too much time for chat Q&A, but we could talk for a few, like what? I got 5 minutes for y'all. If somebody has a question, I'll give y'all 2 minutes for somebody to drop a question or a topic or whatever for us to talk about. If don't nothing drop in 2 minutes, then I'm gonna skate. But I got a few minutes. The Tears Down said you will be subject to your emotions unless you have them in check. Facts. And you don't want to be subject to your emotions. You will be an inefficient adult. For sure. Be a poor decision maker. For sure. But yeah, what we got? Chat Q&A. Talk to me, chat. We got anything? If not, you know what it is, but let me know. Oh, there we go. Tez on this polygyny heavy. He doing a whole week of polygyny. My man came back talking about multiple wives. Welcome back to the space, Tez. We appreciate you back on the more daytime lives. If y'all haven't, go on the Tez Down. He streamed earlier today. Like 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock or something like that. He streamed earlier today. Go back and catch his live stream. He talked a lot about polygyny, but let's see what he got. He said, "Is polygyny the fix for the future?" I think polygyny is the way of the past, right? So yeah, getting back to more primitive times has always been the most optimal way to operate. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know that, like I said, I don't believe that most households should be polygynous. I just think that polygyny should be normalized across the world. So it should be an available and normal option or desire to discuss. You know what I mean? Like in most instances, when you bring up polygyny around a Western woman, they're immediately like off put. You know what I mean? By it. And they start, you know, saying their slogans and shit. I don't like to share. I'm selfish. I need my man to myself, all this other shit, right? They start saying all the little catchphrases and shit. But I think that polygyny cleans up a lot of the stuff that women don't even know that it cleans up, that they complain about. And so with that being said, I would ultimately say that women are working against themselves by being turned off to polygyny completely. Just keeping it $1. The Tez Down said today's show was lit. Yeah, I enjoyed it when I watched it. The Tez Down said thanks Mama V and Soft Rain for their convo too. Yeah, y'all got to tap in with the Tez Down. I enjoyed the show. Miles Bachelor said might be a question for another time. How do you tell somebody a hard truth, risking the relationship? I just tell them, shit. If the shit got to be over with, then it got to be over with. But they can't say I ain't really had they back though. Maintain. I guess my code would take over to just maintain integrity in that regard.
Classic.
Yeah, like, you know, whatever ownership you got to take it. Whatever don't belong to you, shit, it ain't yours. You know what I mean? For sure. But I would just, you know, if you know that you telling them a hard truth that they need to hear and you doing it from a place of love, then you should be able to live with the results of however that go. Because if they cut you off with some shit like that, then you know what I mean? That's probably God removing them out your life. The Tez Down said poly infinity for the source video today. For sure. Yeah, I saw you reacted to our conversation the other day. Lisa said people are too selfish for polygyny. Yep, and they programmed to be that way. All they gotta do is change their mind. The Tez Down said Lisa was hoping you would slide during the live stream. All this, you talking about your stream this morning, Tez? Joe Jet said, just tell them the longer it takes, the worse it gets. Joe said the longer it takes, the worse it gets. It's kind of how it goes. Miles Bachelor said, gotcha. Yes, sir. Lisa said, just say it, that Miles. Yeah. See, some people don't want to risk the relationship, though. But it depends on what it is, though. I guess in that situation, Miles, for real, I would say do whatever you could live with. Do what you could live with. If saying something to them and then losing the relationship, whichever type of relationship it may be, you know, if that's something you can't live with, then, you know, I would put the hush on it. I wouldn't say nothing. But if you can't live with not saying nothing, you got to say something. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. I would say go with what you can live with. The Tez Down said, yeah, because Lisa got all her brain cells. She is smart as fuck. At Tez, I don't know your channel and time. I probably was working. It's the Tez Down, his channel, the Tez Down. But he be streaming at like 11 a.m. You need to say it with your chest and get it and get it over with. I mean, that's like I said, go with what you can live with. And then he said, I got you, Lisa. But yeah. For sure. Great chat Q&A real quick, too. I gave y'all 5 minutes. Y'all maximize that shit. That's what's up, man. Like I said, chat 333, always holding me down. All right, y'all. So housekeeping. Make sure you tap in with the whole conglomerate. Subscribe to me at the Classic Codes. Subscribe to my other channel, Classic Codes Sports. Make sure you subscribe to Souls of Thought. Souls spelled like the bottom of your shoes. Subscribe to Uncle Plug TV. Plug spelled with 2 G's. Subscribe to the Tez Down, TEZDOWN, and subscribe to Conversations with Soft Rain. She's been dropping much more content, and she's been dropping dope content more consistently. So make sure you subscribe to Conversations with Soft Rain. Rain spelled like Reign Supreme. All the channels pretty much drop damn near every day, and we live stream 5 to 7 days a week. So, you know what I mean, between the platforms. So we got y'all pretty much covered on y'all content creation, and we all do things a little bit differently. Ted's got true crime and all types of stuff. I do Freestyle Fridays with, you know, we rate bars, and we got Sunday service on Sunday mornings. We got the Red Room on the weekends at night, the adults only. We got, you know, the No Middleman panel, which will be streaming tonight at 8:15 Central Standard Time. So tap in with the No Middleman panel. That'll be on Souls of Thought, Conversations with Soft Rain, and Uncle Plug TV. So like I said, we got a lot going on. We got the Men's Minute panel. We got the Queen Codes panel with all women. We have all of that across these platforms. So like I said, man, just tap in, subscribe to all the channels, and we got you pretty much covered on your content creation, and in the way of like sociology and all things around it. So yeah. If y'all don't do nothing else, though, if you don't do nothing else, oh yeah, Ted said hit the like button. I did it. You should too. Lisa said 100. Ted's Down said he on 5 to 7 days a week, and the Ted's Down said we got it on lock. Classic. Oh, for sure. They can't stop no motion. You already know.
Classic.
But if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my